One of the most luxurious sedans in the world of automobiles is the Mercedes S-Class. This is a car that takes luxury to a whole new level, bringing all the features you would ever ask for. Not only that, but it's also a pretty powerful car. After all, it is a German machine. Just when we thought it wouldn't receive any upgrades, the automaker went ahead and brought about new changes. Well, or so we think. Some spy photographers happened to stumble upon a Mercedes S-Class being tested, and of course, it had some camouflage on it. Nonetheless, we still managed to find out what was being changed. So stick around to learn more about the 2025 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today, we will look at the 2025 Mercedes-Benz S-Class as we learn what new features we can expect. But before we continue, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. And with that, let's take a look at the 2025 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Mercedes has decided to surprise us by bringing some changes to the S-Class. The reason this comes as a huge surprise is that for the 2020 S-Class, which is the current one on the market, Mercedes pulled out all the stops when launching it. What we mean by this is that they added all the luxurious features you would expect, some of which other automakers have introduced recently. Mercedes even rolled out the world's first Level 3 autonomous system, Drive Pilot, for the 2020 S-Class. This is a feature that most automakers have not yet achieved. Given all the changes that Mercedes brought to the 2020 model, we couldn't help but wonder whether that was a good move. There's no denying the fact that this move placed them ahead of their entire competition. However, perhaps the automaker could have held back on some details to enhance the excitement of this midlife facelift. As much as this midlife facelift is happening, it is not really that intriguing. After all, the largest upgrade that they have for the 2025 model year is the new headrest cushions. Yes, you heard that right. The centerpiece of the crucial update to the S-Class, which is in fact supposed to ensure that the car stays competitive for the next 4 or so years, is the inclusion of standard comfort front head restraints with additional cushions. This is quite the upgrade when people expected it to come with all sorts of upgrades, especially to the technology. But let's face it, as one of the very few cars in the world to come with Level 3 autonomy, these headrests will probably have more use than they do in other cars. However, there are a few tweaks that are coming for the 2025 S-Class, even though they are not that major. For starters, the car's autonomous capability has been mildly enhanced in Europe. It even comes with the addition of an automatic lane change feature. With this, there's no need to tap the turn signal stalk or do some weird auction room nod to the rear view mirror. When the car senses that there is enough space to pass a slower car, it'll just go ahead and do it. However, this is not a new feature for American and Canadian drivers, who can already order the existing S-Class with this technology. When it comes to the facelift, it is very slight, given that the car is already good looking as it is. So it will come with 2 new paint colors, which will be Verde Silver Metallic and Velvet Brown Metallic. Not only that, but it will also come with a tweaked M-Bux infotainment system and a more intuitive menu system. This is a system that does not let you stream ride view video content from Sony Pictures Entertainment. But let's go back to the facelift part for a bit. There have been reports of what seems to be a 2025 Mercedes S-Class being tested with some camouflage. Some spy photographers have managed to capture a camouflaged Mercedes-Benz S-Class as they were testing out a new front and rear end. This means that we can expect some more changes for the German brand's largest sedan than we initially thought. It turns out that some changes were made for the 2024 model, but they were not that major. This model received a very subtle update that mainly consisted of new colors and technology to keep it fresh. Now, it seems as though the automaker is aiming for the looks, with the Lightning getting the bulk of the changes. Some of these shots were taken just a few months after Mercedes unveiled a refresh of the EQS sedan, which put it further in line with its combustion sibling. After all, the model was going to stick around much longer than we previously expected. These new changes to the S-Class are aiming to do the same thing, and this small update mirrors others that we've already seen, such as with the GLE. The camouflage is strategically placed to cover the front and rear of the model, with the center of the vehicle remaining unchanged for the time being. According to various anonymous sources, this facelift will focus on these 2 exterior areas in addition to interior technology. On the outside, we believe that the model will feature new headlights, which are coupled with star-shaped DRLs. Not only that, but there might also be alterations to the front bumper, which might see the grille extend further down. The taillights give the star elements away, given that they are very conspicuous. These new taillights are similar to the ones on the E-Class. In addition to that, You can also expect the bumper to receive a bit of a nip and tuck with just a bit of upgrading to it. When you take a look at the interior, you can see a few coverings on the dash in the interior. And according to reports, there's a very high possibility that the sedan will receive a new steering wheel and possibly a larger screen. This is hinting at a slight update to the MBUX infotainment system, but we're not yet sure. It goes without saying that the automotive industry has been changing pretty fast since the beginning of the 2024 model year. And with all the changes that are happening, automakers have to adjust accordingly, or they risk losing their customers to others. Not only that, but the inevitable EV future is not arriving as rapidly as some would have hoped. Because of this, companies like Mercedes are getting rid of their previous plans in favor of more calculated approaches. The planned dedicated EV platform is no longer available since the company has decided to make greater changes to the current EVA2 platform. This simply means that the EQE and the EQS are here to stay. The entire Mercedes lineup is also shrinking in favor of higher margin models. This simply means that vehicles such as the S-Class are going to become even more important to the brand over the next few years. In fact, there's more pressure on the model to perform than ever before. The company even knows that it needs to keep itself fresh against impressive competitors. And that is all that we know about the 2025 Mercedes S-Class. Well, there are a few minutiae features, such as the occupant presence reminder, which can draw your attention to things, either animals or people, that you may have left in the back seat and forgotten about. Not sure how that is very relevant, but I'm sure it's going to be of good use to some people. The Mercedes launch info is padded out with mentions of the manufacturer personalization program and the armored V12 powered S680 Guard. However, neither appears to have received any updates as part of the facelift. There is no mention of changes to engines for the non-grenade proof sedans as well, which must mean that America's base S-Class will remain the 6-cylinder S500 4MATIC, which has a current price tag of about $117,300. The V8 powered S580 will also be available, as well as the 6-pot plug-in S580e. The current UK lineup omits the V8, but it offers a pair of 6-cylinder diesels. According to the automaker, people can start ordering the facelifted car in just a few months. As for it arriving on the market, we can expect that to happen sometime towards the end of the year, just in time to launch the 2025 model year. What do you think of the 2025 Mercedes S-Class? Feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments below. And before you go, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.